Okay, so if you look here at PTN, this stock gapped up a huge amount on Tuesday morning in after hours and pre-market. It gapped up all the way from about 44 cents, reaching a high in pre-market and after hours of 63 cents. Now, I know a lot of times new traders get their hopes up whenever a stock gaps up a decent amount and they think it's going to continue to run the next day. What ultimately happens is people that held this stock overnight through after hours and pre-market, they end up taking profits in the morning. I know I went over it in my last video on how I find breakouts, but when people that held it overnight take profits, it starts to squeeze. You know, they take profits, the stock drops. Others take profits as well because the stock's starting to drop and they're losing their profits they could have had, and so it just starts to squeeze and it ends up washing out for a huge chunk of the day. This thing washed out from 58 cents at its open, reaching a bottom of 47 cents. While that might not seem like a huge jump, that's 10 cents on a stock that was ultimately valued at 44 cents the day before. I think that traders have their mentality wrong. I think a lot of times when they see stocks gapping up a huge amount, you know, a lot of times they're more long biased. And I think whenever a stock gaps up so much like this with huge percentage gains and with its gap up, I think they should be more short biased. I think it's ultimately a safer bet, understanding the psychology behind it, that traders are going to take profits at some point and it could cause a rather large squeeze. This has been something that dramatically changed my approach to trading, and it's helped me, you know, make a little bit more profits along the way. And so I think that's something all new traders should consider and understand about these big gap up stocks, is that a lot of times profit taking is going to happen and it's going to end up washing out. So don't get your hopes up too much about huge gaps, and you know, understand that this thing will probably wash out at market open. Okay, and so let's take that last lesson and reverse it here. TRVG on Tuesday morning, it closed at about $15. Overnight, it dropped all the way down to its low at about $10.75. Now, that's a huge drop, and I think many times new traders get their hopes up thinking, well, wow, it's dropped so much, there's so many new eyes on it, it has to wash out in the morning. I think that logic is flawed. I think what new traders should understand is that shorts that held this thing overnight, or shorts that got in after hours and pre-market, they're going to cover when the market opens. Now, while this thing did dip down a little bit and reached a low of $10.43, it did a washout long setup, and as soon as it broke past that open high at about $11.10 or 20 cents, it broke out, you know, in a nice big way, and it broke out for the rest of the day. It reached a high all the way of about $12.75 and filled half of that entire gap. You know, and if you understand the psychology behind it, your whole strategy to you know, approach your watch list changes. Instead of looking at big gainers in after hours and pre-market, if you're a long bias trader, you're going to be looking at stocks that lost huge percentages overnight, you know, understanding that many times shorts are going to cover, and it gives you a good opportunity for a nice long setup, and vice versa. A stock that gaps up in a huge way, you know, understand the psychology that people are going to take profits and it's going to sell off some in the morning. And so whenever you're developing your short watch list, look for huge gainers in the market, and as long as you understand that, it can dramatically improve your trading and you know, help new traders bank a little bit more profits. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope it was educational and you learned a little bit from it. If you want to do your most to help support this channel and you like the video content that we're putting out, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. It really does a lot to help support this channel. Also, make sure to come check out our free day trading chat room. I post the link in each video's description, so come check it out if you have time, and good luck in the markets tomorrow, guys. Thanks.